we're going to be going around geocaching. We're going to be going to certain areas and seeing how many caches are around the areas and collecting them. So this will be my very first one out geocaching on video. Now I have in the past geocached here and there without documenting it on a video, but I thought, why not get these on video while I'm walking around and show you what geocaching is all about. So my name's Mick, and this channel is Geo Hunter UK. So we're going to check our first one now. We're not far. In fact, according to this, it's saying I've found it. So I'm going to have a look at the clues, so the details on this one, which I'm not going to show you whereabouts it is because, well, we don't want other people seeing this because it stops them from getting in on the action sort of thing. But this is a second geocache around here. This is Hollingworth Lake, by the way, where I am today. So I'm going to have a quick look at the hint, and it says it's in plain sight. And the name of this one is It's a Bit of Rubbish. So I'm taking it around this area behind me where I am, and like I said, I'm not going to point out, I'm just going to find it. Now, I'm going to find it now and see. So I'm just going to show you what it is, and that's it, that's all I'm going to show you. So I'm going to sign this at the back here. It's a bit wet at the moment, so I'm not going to be able to sign it. Because it is,
it's like wet, it's going to tear, isn't it?
Well, it's coming out, but there's no way I'm going to be able to leave any mark on there. But as you can see it's been found. I'm going to put that back because there's no way I can write on a pen with a pen on that. It's too wet and I'm going to have difficulty now putting it back in. So I'm going to put that down, and I am going to put down that I found it, even though I've not signed it, because yeah, I did. I found it there. And when they said it's in plain sight, it definitely is in plain sight. But it's a thing that you'll see everywhere. So from here, we're going to go to the next one. Just put that back, and when there's not many people about, we'll put that where it belongs. So that was an excellent find, that, and I like the idea that they've got it, you know, magnetised to what it was magnetised on, with that piece of paper behind. As many people will be walking past that and thinking, oh, it's just a sign, you know, no dog failing sign, but I thought that was pretty good. I've not seen one like that before. Right, we're going to go on to our next one now. So this next one, it's 130 metres away, so I'm walking down towards it here. So as you see me keep looking down, it's just because I've been looking at the at my phone, where it's directing me to our next cache. And again, there's quite a lot of people around here, so I'm going to have to be careful, or as we call them, the muggles. I'm going to be careful that they don't see us picking these. Right, just here at the next one, and the phone just buzzed as I got closer. I've had a look at the hint, so I'm going to have a look round here now. The hint was classic rock star, and there's a post here, and I'm not going to say what's on it, but that's a hint. And I take it the star and the rock come together, so could it be under a rock? I don't know, but I'm going to have a look round while we're here and look round this area. I'm not going to say what is in this area, but I'm going to look round this area. This is what it looks like, and the star, the rock star, I can see over there, and here's a rock. But we lift the rock up and you can see this then comes off, and that's what's inside it. What a brilliant hiding place. Anyway, let's get this signed. So there we go, that's all signed. I'm going to wrap that back up and put it back together and put it back to where I found it. And there's been no muggles around, or if there is, they're not taking much notice. There's the paper. Put it inside here and then put it back. And this one's nice and dry. Place that back. So let's continue on now to the next one, which is a little bit further up than here, and it's Kay's Eye View, and that's where we're heading to. And this one is 352.8 meters away from this one, so let's go. I'm going to go over and find this. That's the way it is, so let's go. $63 meters away. Right, I'm at 61. There is a bit of a path here, not much of a path, but where I'm walking through at the moment, it's not a normal path. So that's why it's hidden away here. So I won't be surprised if this is a big one. Let's see if there's something inside it, if it is. And it looks as though it's over near a wall over here. Right. Yeah, such a warm day today, and such a lovely day for geocaching. And well, I'm hoping to do more of these. That's why I started the channel, to get out here and do a bit of geocaching. Now I've come across another path here, and it's straight down here. I'm going all the way through around the houses here. I'm just following this straight line, or what I thought was a straight line, but when I get close enough it turns around. Anyway, we're 16 meters away from it now, so it should at any moment go off. There we go. So it's around this area where I am. So let me find a place where I can put my stuff down and have a look round, because like I said, I'm in the middle of this wooded area, a little wooded area now, and there's no one around, so this is a lot easier for myself to look. Right, so let's press and see what it is. So it's near a dry stone wall, at the foot of a beech tree. Now I've found the beech tree right in front of me. So this is at the part where I turn you off for a minute why I find it, because we don't want anyone to know where it is. It takes the fun out of it for them. That was quite an easy find actually. people coming. Better be careful with this now. Oh, very wet. So we've got some stickers here, and a rubber, a doll's shoe, and very wet inside. It looks like the logbook here is that wet. I'm not even going to pull it out of there because, as you can see, it's that wet. It's just all mashed together, so there's no point in getting that out. What a shame. Well, that was a good find, that one. Another good find, another good hiding place. So I'll put that all back in. The sticker back in. I'm not taking anything from that, and I'm not replacing anything in there. Forgetting to put the shoe back in. So I'll go and hide that and log it down. Right, let's get on to the next one. But before I do, let's log it. So our next one, which we're going to get to, is number 1 of the reservoir trail that someone's put on here. I'm not sure how many there are to this one as yet. I believe it could be about 9, between 9 to 11 as I'm walking round the reservoir. I'm going to catch up with the missus who is waiting for me while I'm doing this. I'm unsure which path to take, but I know she's in this direction I'm walking. Sometimes she comes along doing this with me, and sometimes she'll bring a book while I'm out walking around these areas, especially with the places like this where I've got to come off the path and walk to one. But I'm a bit confused here to where she could be, but I will find her, and then we'll get to the next cache, which is from this spot where I am, is 611.6 meters away. So so that's just heading back to where more or less we started, near the reservoir, so we can walk all the way around the reservoir now, which is one of the main ideas of coming out today, was to do a bit of caching and go for a lovely walk, because that is what this is all about. It's going out, finding them little adventures, finding little caches, and getting the exercise as well. And like I said, here she is, reading away while she's waiting for me. So we're not far from our next one now, but the views around here are great. You've got this lake here on this side, and then over on this side, right at distance, you've got Blackstone Edge. So according to this, where we are now, it's under a stone, put in a corner, and it's a bit of an unusual one this to find, because there's a few it's quite public, So what I'm doing is I'm looking at a corner with a stone. So that's one corner, and I can't see anything there. And then we've got another corner just here. Now it could be around here, and it's under a stone. Now, what sort of stone? We'll find it. The stone moves there, but I don't want to make it look as though I'm vandalising the wall. We'll go and try this other corner.
Read the clue again.
So the clue is not by the marker stone, which is there, but it is under a stone in a corner. So while we're looking for this, once I've found it, you'll see in a sec.
Phil!
Well, we've been there quite a while and I've not found it, so I'm going to put this down as a no find. It could be because of all the stinging nettles, all the plants and the cleavers have all grown over it, and I can't get my hand in there without stinging. So I am going to actually leave that one. Next time I must remember to bring a pair of gloves with me. It's one thing I didn't think. I've got my tweezers, I've got my pen, and that's it. But take a note of that, a mental note. Gloves, especially when it comes to this time of year and stinging nettles. So we come to a nice little path here, off a main path away from people, where we're going to get this next find, and hopefully we do find this one. There's sometimes a little bit of a disappointment when you go looking somewhere and you're leaving one of these finds out because, you know, it's well hidden, or sometimes it's not there anymore. But I will pass that information on. Say we couldn't find it, but I do believe it's because of all the bramble and everything that had grown up around it. That, you know, I didn't want to stick my hand in. I've already got a few stings on my hand now, and it's feeling a little bit numb. Little white marks on it, so I need a leaf to wipe it on, take that sting away. So we should be coming up to the next one pretty soon. Well, yeah, I'm looking over in that area and I see the M62, which I'm used to travelling on that road, and looking over here, and I never realised how near we were to the motorway. When I look over here sometimes and we're going past, as a passenger that is. So I believe it's around here somewhere. So it's not buzzing in my pocket yet, so we're not exactly at the right place. Oh no, it's a... where are we? I think I walked past it. Right, yeah, we walked past it, it was over here. Just let me have a look though. Well, this is another thing when I'm not looking at the phone. So I'm facing that way, and there's a caravan site. If we face the way it is, which is, oh sorry, that way, so it's down here. It's not pointing the right way. It's down here actually. We've walked past it. That's because I were too busy looking around the area rather than looking on the phone to see where it was on the app. So we've walked right past it, and usually the phone vibrates when you get near them. but this time it didn't, unless it did in my back pocket and I just didn't feel it. 21 metres, 19, like a little countdown here. We've got 15 metres, 10, there we go. So it's around this area, so it did just vibrate. So let's see. Hint, at the base. Here we go. And it was at the base, but not at the base of a tree, and that's all I'm saying. Let's see what's in this. Oh, again, we're very damp, so we're not signing that.
You think it'd be watertight, wouldn't you?
Well, sometimes yeah, but it might. There's a bag inside.
Oh, they've not put it back in the bag, have they?
They've not, yeah, now this hasn't been replaced back into the bag, so, you know, again, we can't sign this, but we can say that it, you know, that we found it. But there's something at the bottom there, and I'm gonna stick some in there to double check, see whether I can get it. The old trusty Swiss Army knife always comes in handy. Well, it does, usually does, but today it's not. No, someone shoved the bag right in there without putting that in, so again it'll be another one that I mentioned to the owner of this, tell them they need to give that a come here and put a new logbook in. It's a shame when people do that though. So we can't sign it, but proof that I found it. So I'm going to put that back where I found it and log that into the app, and then let's go geocaching somewhere else. So anyone watching this who doesn't know what geocaching is all about, then after you've watched this you'll have more of an idea. Just going from one cache to the other, finding, marking down. Sometimes you get big caches, sometimes you get small caches, places with what they call trackables in, where people buy and they send it off with a mission where people can take it from one cache to another, and it goes all the way around the world then, and sometimes back to where it originated. 16.9 metres away, a bit of an hill here. Looks as though it's at the top of, coming out into a little meadow. Is it a meadow? Oh, unusual. Looks like some big climbing thing. Behind the 6th tree from the junction. I think I've come too far up. The junction's down at the bottom. 6 trees. So there's a junction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You know, 6 trees from the junction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think this. Behind. Right. This is going to be a bit of a long-winded one, I think. Aha, there's an all-link tree. No, I doubt it's that. Someone's filled it full of dog poo bags. Wow, look at this mushroom here. And one here, ready to spout. Right, bear with me. I'm going to have to put phone down and camera down to have a good look round. Start at the bottom of this junction, count 6 trees coming up here, and we'll go from there. Could be 6 trees at the bottom of the junction up, or 6 trees looking up here. I don't know. Here we go. we found this one as well. Only a small one, as you can see there. Let's see. And I think it's dry. Easy to get out. And again, it's so wet inside. You know, we've not had much rain around here. But these are all soaking wet. Again, I'm not going to be able to sign this. Can't even open it. It's that wet. Anyway, I'll put that back in. And what I will do when I get back on the app is take stills of what I've done today, especially when I found them like this, and just put them as proof without siding that I've actually found them. It feels dry, but isn't. So again, all these around here are only small though. I was hoping for big ones today, but someone has actually, where this goes, has put a stick there because it can go deep into the base of where I got it from. So it's a good job they put a stick there, because that's what I noticed first, was this stick, and then I saw it sticking out. But good idea. But again, very wet, even though it's tightly shut, it's still letting water in. And now we're going on to our final catches of the day. Not many left now, but once we're done, we're going to go and have something to eat, then get home, get this edited and put it up for you. And at the moment I have no subscribers with this video, so hopefully I get some subscribers at least, and whip me up, way up, to see how popular this becomes.
Fail!
Let's come to this one. I'm not having that much luck with this. Said it's over the other side of the wall. I mean, what's in front of me. Mind the singing neckles, and look for the moss. I'm not having much luck at all. I've just looked up and down, spent half an hour looking up and down at this. It has been found in the past, but I think it's just me. Everything's growing, you see, at the moment. So with it growing up, as I'm putting my hand over, I'm full of nettle stings everywhere. So again, note to myself, gloves. I need to bring gloves with me in future, because my right hand at the moment is tingling. We've been stung all up and down it. I suppose it's a perk of geocaching, really, getting full of scratches, looking for these things everywhere. Come here, let's have a look in here. No, not there. It did say it was further down, but I'm just walking up and down. There's so many people walking up and down here, so I've got to make sure that I'm not looking as though I'm looking for something, but standing there pretending I'm on my phone. That's another thing of geocaching is trying to be discreet. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But onwards to the next one, and let's see if we can find this one. I think I've only got about 3 more to do, and then I've finished around here. I'll finish for today around here, because there's plenty more around here, so we could always come back looking for the ones that we didn't find in the past. And another one that's soaking wet, so it looks as though this can't be signed, but again, proof that I've found it. It's so wet inside. And now onto the last one on this trail. Well, we found so many, but 3 we've not found. Not too bad. A good day all in all. But let's get to this last one now. So we found this other one, a good clue, but it looks as though it's been broken, and you can see the grass here, and you can see that where the tube fits in with the log, which is a shame. I'm going to replace this and put it back where it was originally, but I can't find the log. Looks as though somebody's knocked it off, and this was found right at the back, so I don't know what's happened to the log, but I've found it anyway, but without the log. Actually, we did find it eventually, and you can see the log has been written in, so I'm going to replace that now that there's no one else about, because there were quite a few people walking up and down here probably wondering what I was doing, but I'll shove this back in now. And that was our last one of the day. That's been a good productive day with geocaching, and on that note now we're going to head back to the car. I'm going to get something to eat, head off home, get this edited and get it put out there. Thanks for watching everyone, and you know, get out there, do a bit of geocaching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye for now.